The European Parliament, elected in June, is the first ever to have less women as MEPs. But how does it affect the people who lead the different committees, and how are women represented there? According to the European Women's Lobby, even the committees are mostly made up of men.
Portfolios that matter, like what we call hard portfolio, where you have money, where you have power, like foreign affairs, for instance, budget, economy, usually go to men in terms of like, heading the committees, just like the proportion of members in these committees also is highly male dominated. So that's unfortunately still a reality in terms of like having women chairs, vice chairs, etc.
This difference is not directly linked to the rise of the far right seen in these elections, but some experts believe that women elected for those parties do not necessarily defend women's rights.
What is a bit concerning, though, is that the far right parties or groups in the European Parliament do have quite a substantial representation of women for some of them, but then it's also groups that are not known to support women's rights. They're quite hostile to women's rights. So it's also a new challenge for us in that sense, that we are going to have to identify who is going to support us, who is going to champion women's rights.
The EU has over the past 5 years passed some important legislation. It includes the first law to prevent violence against women. Analysts and experts, however, are asking for more.
Something we want to see is also having dedicated budget to women's rights, maybe having conditionalities when it comes to, tenders and the attribution of budget linked to women's rights and gender equalities.
The European Women's Lobby says it is aiming for parity in the College of Commissioners, something that the President, Ursula von der Leyen, is also pushing for.